Hey everyone, Dan here. Before we get into it, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button. And keep in mind that these are my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. These are not meant to be, nor should you take them as investment or trading advice in any way, shape, or form. Do your own due diligence, put in the work for yourself, and make your decisions based on that. Enjoy. All right, folks, here we are on Wednesday, March 6th. We're going to take a look at Paysafe today. So with earnings coming up, I thought we would come in and take a look and see where Paysafe might hit some support or resistance, whether it booms or busts, and of course, some levels that it might sort of hug if it does decide to go relatively sideways. So sort of zoomed out picture here on the daily, we see this downtrend resistance that it was caught under for a while. It recently broke free of that, made a little motion down toward it again, but found some support and is trying to continue to sort of sidestep its way to get some distance. So we'll see how that takes shape. Of course, if it does have a really negative reaction to earnings and we get a rug pull of sorts, it could certainly position it back under that downtrend resistance for sure. It's not that far away from it at the moment. So we'll see if that comes into play or not. Now, the nearest in levels that I have, if it comes down 1327, we can see if it sort of could find some support there. Even that is a decent percentage drawdown, obviously, with a stock of this price. I didn't put in every single little level that I could find just because it clutters the chart so much, it makes it almost unusable. So I pulled what I felt were the stronger levels in there, but that said, there's going to be some others in between, like this 1383 level is probably present. Something up here around, I don't know why that keeps disappearing. That's annoying. It's really annoying. Oh, Weeble. Okay, yeah. Something around 14, probably 60 or 55, wherever it won't let me see my cursor. So just keep in mind that there are some levels in between these ones. Again, I just felt like these were the strongest ones. And so if it does have a big reaction, obviously the stronger levels may play the bigger role. So like I said, 1327 to the downside. If it does push, 1548 may be the initial sort of strong resistance level that we see, and if it's able to push through that, 1848, so obviously a huge gap there, right? There's certainly another level here around like 1630, 1632, something like that. So just keep an eye out for that. But 1848, if it really gets some tailwind over the next days and weeks, what have you, and then 2064. So nice thing about these levels is, we have price action to base it off of if we scroll left, but also they aren't just the psychological levels. It's not just like 15 and then 16 and then 17, sort of more particular to the stock and the previous motion than that. Now, if it dips below that 1327, 1155 and 975 would be some potential support levels to look at. So we'll see. So we're spreading the range between 975 and 2064. So hopefully that gives us enough to work with. But we'll see what the reaction is like, and if folks are interested as it moves through or beyond these levels, and you want me to take an updated look, just let me know in the comments. Be happy to do so. Here on the think or swim side of things, very brief trigger and fire. Right now, at least, it's firing. We're about midday on Wednesday. I couldn't do this video any later than that, so it's the only chance I had to get it out today. So right now, this candle is putting in a fire on the TTM squeeze indicator. Does that persist through close and actually take shape? We'll find out, but that could be interesting as it's been sort of mid-range on the channel, and then, like I said, see, even there, it switched back to a trigger candle. So in any case, it's either sort of triggering and firing right into earnings, or it's triggering all the way into earnings, which is often, I enjoy that just because it leaves me with some additional confidence that there's going to be a big move coming. Now, which way the move goes, that's, of course, the question. So if these levels come into play at all, the channel to the upside stretches up to 1524, and to the downside 1288, and then that mid-range at 1406. So if it does move relatively sideways, we might see something on that mid-range, and then we'll see if it can break that resistance on the upper bound of the channel if it does push, or if it can catch support on the lower bound of the channel if it does pull. We see it does have the ability to spend some time out of the channel, relatively brief blips. Of course, stock's been drawn down as much as Paysafe has When it's outside of the channel to the lower bound, it seems to have the ability to stay outside of it a little bit longer versus on the upper side. But that was a really nice push there. So we'll see if it does stretch out of the upper or the lower bound of the channel, if it's able to persist there for a while, and then what it does, of course, what it does when it re-engages with the channel. All right, folks, I hope that your trading week has been going well and that you've had a happy hump day. And as always, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video.